So hello ladies and gentlemen, we have made it to Indonesia. We're in Semarang, Java. That's one of the islands of Indonesia. Today is going to be a long day. We have a tour, an excursion today. We're going to Borobudur, which is this big old temple type place. It's one of the wonders of the world you gotta see. So I'm super excited about that. We're gonna pay a little extra so we could do part of the trip on a train. So we're supposed to do some kind of steam engine. So that'd be exciting. We get to see a little bit more of the country life opposed to the highway life, at least on one of the ways. It's just part of one of the ways. And then we still get on a bus and then finish the rest of the journey. The buses will have a police escort because apparently here in Java, in Semarang, the traffic is crazy busy. So every time they do the excursions here to go to that Borobudur, they end up having to have police escort to make sure we get back on the ship on time. So that'd be interesting to see how that works. They say they're usually, even with the police escort, we're usually always late getting back to the ship. But that's the safety of buying through Holland America or buying through whatever cruise ship you're on, is that usually they'll wait for you because you paid for one of their excursions, opposed to if you do it on your own, you're out of luck if you are late to the ship and we've left without you. So some of those longer trips are totally worth, you know, just sucking it up and paying on board for some of those longer excursions that are further away from where you're going to be and dock. But otherwise, it's really, at least in this port that we just docked, very industrial. Lots of factories, lots of shipping containers. Very busy place. We also have a beautiful welcome, a local band playing for us downstairs on the dock, welcoming us to their country. So I love it when they have those warm welcomes. It makes you feel good to be here. Also on the way in, I noticed there was a lot of these little, look like bamboo type, I don't know, stands or traps. I'm not really sure what it is, but they're like everywhere out here on the coastline. So I'm assuming these little bamboo type stands or structures of some sort are something to do with fishing. Somebody mentioned it might have to do with clams or crabs or something. But I'm curious to find out. I ask some locals and I get off the ship and see what those things are. Anyway, we're gonna go get some food, then we're gonna head out to our excursion, which starts in a little bit, and I will catch you downstairs. And we are off to Borobudur via train and then bus. And as you can see, the crowd, we just got off the ship and everybody's rushing to be the first one on the bus. Get a good spot so you can see, because we still have to take a bus to the train station. So I shall catch you probably when we hit the train or the bus. So we made it to our first stop on this trip, which was the train museum. So you can see behind me a bunch of cool paintings on some of these trains. We're waiting for about, I think they said about 10 minutes. You use the restrooms and then we'll listen out for the big steam engine to blow its horn, and that's the signal of get over here, we're about to leave without you. So super excited to ride one of these locomotives. A cool black one right there. Apparently here, like I said, we're in Semarang, Java. Java is the island. Semarang was the city that we started off in, where the port is. And again, we're in Indonesia. Java apparently is one of the most populated. I think he said like 120 million people here on the island of Java. Very, very populated. Because I think Indonesia has more than 13,000 islands combined. A lot of them are like 6,000 or so that are uninhabited, is what they were telling us. So that was kind of cool. They use the rubia is their currency here. Oh, lots of cool trains here. Let's take a little quick tour.
Starry eyes and cellophane, she takes her walk, she makes her plans. A truck bails down the avenue, there's broken glass, a missing pew at church. Maybe I was wrong, maybe time's too strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home when everyone is gone? Are we breaking title to ask the question why? We live and then we die. I think I'm fine. Maybe I'll write you from the other side. He was young when mom got cancer. Here life comes on Dasher Dancer. Raised up his little sister on his own. He brushed her hair and watched her grow. Maybe I was wrong, maybe time's not that strong. Are we falling further? Are the lights that take us home? Everyone is gone. Are we breaking title to ask the question why?
So I left my seat and I'm here at the midway between the two trains. Get an awesome view.
Welcome, welcome.
So I made it to the park. You can see it way in the background. We're gonna eat a quick meal, head up top to the temple. Apparently if you touch the Buddha that's on the very top, it promotes fertility. So yeah, it's very pretty up here. That's from the restaurant we're eating at. So you got a nice little buffet type meal here in this beautiful area. They have some music playing with this group back here. And like I said, it's just, the temple is right behind us. So we're gonna eat quickly. Look at this meal. Looks delicious. I'm sure it's gonna taste delicious. I'm gonna eat and run. I'll catch you in a little bit. Borobudur in front of us. So now that it's raining, and we're just now getting here. Although the tour groups finished with the tour first and then eat, we got fortunate to be in the rain as the tour begins. So of course it's raining. I'm using my phone. It is about a little over 500 Buddhas in this temple. This thing is massive. So some of these steps are super tall, some are short. Look how pretty. Next level. Right now we're in the second level, going up. We made it up to Nirvana, the very top. We're just a few feet away. It is pouring down in here. But as much money as I spent to get up here, woo! It is crazy right now. As much money as I spent to get up here, to hit the top of Borobudur, to see I'm supposed to get to the very top to touch the Buddha, hit Nirvana. We made it to the top. You can see all the statues behind me, but it is pouring. It is crazy out here. Tour group somewhere out here. I don't even know. My umbrella's, oh crap. Umbrellas everywhere. I guess this will be my first action video where I'm using my cell phone and trying to hold it from flying away, getting my phone soaking wet. And I don't know exactly where I'm supposed to reach to touch the Buddha. Going down. So here's the Buddha. We made it. We've reached the top. I'm gonna try to touch it. And touch the hand of the Buddha. So we hit it. Buddha. We've got to touch the Buddha. Sign of fertility. Let's go here and touch it one more time on the back. I've hit Nirvana. I've made it to the top in this pouring tropical storm. There's the very top. You can't climb that. You go up those little piece of steps there, but can't go past that. Still raining, it's starting to get a little less, but pretty much we're all soaked. I have a poncho on and I'm still soaking wet. I'm hoping my bag with the camera and everything is all dry, but otherwise the rest of us, I know my shirt's wet and it's underneath the poncho. It's absolutely beautiful up here. So apparently the middle tall tower right there on the very, very top, a little past Buddha, apparently if you walk around it 3 times clockwise, make a wish, it's supposed to come true. So we're gonna try that right now. I'll see you after I make my wish. So correction to what I said earlier in that pouring down storm of rain. Apparently the Buddha behind me, you can't touch the Buddha and it's supposed to give you fertility, and it's supposed to make you reach nirvana. But what I didn't realize, because I didn't get to hear a lot of the tour because I did my own thing while running around in the storm, but in these little bell looking things with all the holes, they're everywhere. Apparently there's Buddhas inside them. So what you do, let me see if I get this umbrella. So apparently what you do is you take your hand and you put your hand inside and you touch the Buddha like I'm doing right now. You touch the Buddha, and it's the same like the one that's uncovered. What happened is that this Buddha is the same thing as that, just without the rest of the outer shell. And then there's some Buddhas that apparently have no heads. Apparently they were stolen. I didn't get the whole story about how that got stolen, what century or what year or whatever. Didn't get that, but yeah, heads were taken off, stolen. So that's kind of interesting. And I did the 3 clockwise turns of that big building right behind me, and made my wish, and we'll see if it comes true. The rain's still raining. It's not storming like when we were here. We're gonna head back to the bus. I am drenched. Most people are drenched. I'm wearing the poncho. My book bag has a bag cover over that, but yet my shirt's still soaking wet, so my pants are wet. So we'll see how the 2-hour drive back feels in the soaking wet and in the cold. I'll catch y'all later.
No.
So we stopped, got off the bus for a quick break, and ate some dessert and some local coffee and tea. Really good. Most of us are soaking wet. I'm like soaking wet. Pants, shirt, everything. Poncho helped a little bit, but obviously my shirt's soaking wet, so I mean it didn't fully keep me dry. But otherwise we had a great time today in Borobudur. The temple was awesome. I learned a little bit of the area while we were on the bus driving. Still using my cell phone because it is now stopped raining for a few minutes, but it's just been pouring since right when we made our first step onto the footsteps of Borobudur temple. So anyway, we're gonna head on the bus and head back to the ship. I think we only have about an hour left, and can't wait to get back to the ship and take a nice warm shower and get out of these wet clothes.